And we've seen this story too often.
Sam mentioned it earlier. Only one double bogey for the week for the last 42 champions here at the Masters. And now that's 2 in just 3 holes for Rory today.
Shocking.
Yes, Scotty, don't you think they were the stars at the start of the week?
Yeah, I said it was going to be their show.
Should be under 7-1.
This is Xander Schauffele, 18. Pretty good threesome there.
That's a remarkable trio of approach shots on 18.
So as we go back to 17, Ian, I think that, you watch Scotty Scheffler play here, and it was easy today. Even when Rory was 4 under, it was hard at one point. Struggled.
Yes.
I don't know why.
Curtis, 4 under par and has just hammered a drive on 15.
Yeah, I looked it up.
It's the approach from there, and it's all wrong in an hour's time. And how does he gather himself with the understanding there's still a great deal of golf to be played and shape what has just happened in these 3 holes?
It's part of the game of golf. In a particular round, you have little wars you have to win in your mind each round. I don't care what you're shooting. You have to bust through that door 2 or 3 or 4 times every round. And after 2 good shots at 15 and now a poor shot at 17, you just have to dig deep.
To join the party at 1 under par.
Good to see him back playing. He has really struggled the last year and a half. Came through quickly in Tampa a few weeks ago.
Able to catch Justin Thomas there at the finish with a bunch of birdies at the end and finishes with 71. He's been a first-round leader here. The best in the world.
And all of a sudden, you win a tournament, you play a good first round, you believe in yourself, things can change overnight.
Good to go right back out early on Friday morning, and we'll see there's a bit of rain perhaps that will be part of the storyline of the second round.
And after that, beautiful on the weekend. Forecast is
17.
Why did you hear that?
Perfect position there for Hideki. Clear look at the flag. Right at it, good shot.
Have to wait till we'll see if Xander can follow Victor in. It'll be a hard-fought round, even par. Let's get this right.
You just have to hit it. It's always hard to get it high enough at the start.
Xander hasn't played a ton of golf this season because of that rib injury, but a major champion twice over last year. He's played quite a bit of excellent golf here. He's 1 over. Curtis, this tempo, step up and swing the club. A lot to be learned in that, isn't there?
Well, it's certainly a topic of conversation right now, but it's not, anybody's not a natural in this game, but if there is somebody, it's over. Looks like.
Dude, I just played.
You
got 10, 75.
17.
Yeah, low hole.
That's a big boy coach.
Not low enough. Caught the trees and dropped down. So hard from there, wasn't it? On the upslope in the pine straw to try and get some spin ahead to the tee.
McIlroy.
Essential tee shot.
Yeah, it's not me.
Must finish on a good note here.
He did well. It's remarkable how just that swing on 15 seems like it just undid the entire day.
It was 2 chip shots that exploded in his hands and changed the whole day.
Worked so hard to get to 4 and now back to even. Let's see if Adam can finish with the birdie.
Didn't move.
was expecting it to
Yes.
leak right as Xander's did, and it just did not come back.
The faster the greens get, the more barley you have to play. You're just not used to it.
He'll have some work to do to continue that cut streak of his. Once again, for the 5th time in his 20th Masters, Thursday belongs to Justin Rose. A sparkling round of 65. He has the lead here at the Masters.
How powerful can hearing a voice be?
Hey Rosie, remember, deep breaths and try not to ignore Sandy.
They're all yours, kiddo. I can't wait to see what you do with them.
I think about that day all the time. I miss you, my friend. Let's get another round in soon.
I hope you cooking for today. I love you.
Sometimes a phone call changes everything.
Very nice. Good bird.
Why settle for what's possible? When you can push beyond the imaginary.
Bigger isn't always better. Smaller AI models can deliver the right things and help reduce AI costs up to 90%. The AI built for business. IBM.
Third shot now for Bryson. Every second hit the train, drop down. Now, just through the back of the screen is fine. No problem. Still has to get it up and down with bogey.
Far lower degree of difficulty than the one that Rory faced just moments ago. Now Batia on a heater coming home. It's a birdie on 16, the best approach of the day, and then a beautiful birdie on 17.
He's doing exactly what you say somebody should do when they make it through mistakes. Hang in there because you do have birdie holes remaining, and he's taking advantage of just that.
The wise man I work with says, stay in the fight. There's another jab landed from Batia. He'll have a chance to finish with 3 consecutive birdies in a round of 70. This is what Rory is dealing with.
Akshay has been resilient above all else today. Rory's got to come up with a little creativity here. A low cutter. 132 to the front, 142 hole. 152 to use the backstop.
Still choked down and has it running, and it will come up just short.
Pretty good shot, though. Good lead.
Spoke of the importance of him getting off to a good start. That has been the central tenets in these 10, now 11 opportunities to try to complete the career slam. And it appeared he was going to shoot something in the 60s. That's now gone.
And disappointing when you think of 15 as one of the holes he should take advantage of. So not only has he thrown away one shot to the field, possibly 2 shots when you think he's going to make birdie.
But Donnie, that from where he was, awfully good, wasn't it?
Oh, it's just fine. That is where you have to miss from there, yes.
For 17.
One you can chip in. Almost. He's very popular. Extremely popular with the patrons here. Yeah, it's perfect. Back to 18.
I saw that last summer at Pinehurst.
Sure did.
As he won the US Open with one of the more brilliant up and downs the game has seen in recent years. Of all time. Over. Having got the number, he'll step in, ready, aim, and
Always quick to fire 118. Covers 128 hole. Endless.
Texas Tech and Lubbock and has been as advertised. Every bit as good as those in the game believe he could be.
Some say it has very few flaws. I'm trying to find one.
17.
Last year he earned a bronze medal for his country Japan in the Olympics. Paris, the national. Very disappointing.
The 2025 Masters Tournament is brought to you by Bank of America. What would you like the power to do?
Pretty straight.
IBM. Let's create. Mercedes-Benz. Drive with precision on and off the course. And by AT&T, who believes connecting changes everything. Tonight and tomorrow night, our friends from CBS. It's always fun. The late night Masters highlights with you.
Looks like a ball or two out left.
ESPN, Love City ESPN. And then, of course, Saturday games at Ernest 3 Eastern with the second round Saturday and Sunday. More coverage than ever before. CBS with coverage 12 to 2 on Paramount Plus and 2 on CBS and Paramount Plus. Guys, we just cannot get enough of this tournament. Neither can we, Frank. Such a joy to be here.
My first year was 1975. 50 years later, I'm sitting here with you, and it never disappoints.
It's kind of you to say. You should have sitting here with me. I thought maybe
Absolutely.
we were going to go in a different direction. Lloyd.
Big up and in here.
That'll be near bottom. He was 4 under. Ryan is third to 15. He will finish with a round of 72.
Ian, I think, changes his attitude starting out tomorrow. He play early, he knows he's going to have to go pretty low. You don't figure Scotty's going to come back, or Justin Rose right now, the ball lands so well. Or DeChambeau.
Good shot.
Continuing the trend, Rory's been at least 6 shots back after the first 18 weeks of the last 6 Masters. Put yourself behind the 8 ball, and maybe it's not so much being 7 back, but it's how many talented players there are between you and that number.
And how you got 7 back, which you have to accept and move on.
17.
This for bogey. For Bryson to drop back to 3 under. Holes. His way up into a position. He's right there again for a championship. 2 times over the week. To shuffle the PGA championship.
He said he was just trying to get his head exactly in the right space, which is what everyone's trying to do. But he's got a lot that bounces around inside that head of his, a lot of calculations. This game is, once again, a great opportunity to 3 in a row.
I was like, wait a second. They're not going to take mine?
Birdie on 16 after approaching side 2 feet. Birdie on 17. Picture perfect on 18. As Ian Baker Finch said, a lot of action on that card. At the end of the day, it reads 2 under par.
And after making 14 to 15, really a nice finish on the last 3.
A single par. By the way, on 11, he was uphill. That's the one hole of the second 9 where he made.
As we've spoken, young man did go to college, turned pro right after high school, North Carolina.
Of course,
Battled through young professional life. It was tough on him, but he's persevered.
Young man at Augusta National in the driving youngster. Now here he is 200 bars. Looking to get to 4, and he nails that. Looks like Scotty appears easy. We understand it isn't, but he looks so comfortable doing everything he does. That's the case.
He just has such a fluid motion. He swings with it, let the leverage take over. Doesn't look like he tries to overpower a big, tall man.
Played once here, finished second, and he is in second once again. After 18 holes alongside the reigning champion, Corey Connors, course 3, off of Justin Rose. All right, to DeChambeau after a drop shot.
Something other than a driver here.
This one, you want to get right in the box, and then
This is your first hole, two toughest holes, right? You want to get it out, tightness the farther you hit it.
To see what he's dealing with in terms of the tree. Looks up the hill there, might be shaping a little bit left to right. So the story once again. Stay here, Justin Rose. Puts his Jack as the all-time leader in
we're gonna make that shit.
the Masters. A lot of ways to go to catch Jack with the 6 green Jack, but he's off to a great start as we finish up this first round of the 89 Masters.
Every day, somebody, somewhere, chooses to hit balls
Big name.
instead. Sure, we may not all have a natural swim, but what we do have is creativity and a resolve to keep trying until you do something that will shake things up. Bank of America supports everyone determined to find out what's possible.
Oh my God, that's short.
What would you like Empowered to do?
I got Murray locked up.
Bank of America.
What a fucking pussy.
How do you feel, Arnett? You can feel the pride. Yeah, I'm not nervous. You're gonna go. Well, you can feel the love. You may not be able to see how much we invested in the nation's largest wireless and fiber network. 290 million Americans feel it every day. Connecting.
All right, okay.
The strongest push forward,
Yeah.
no matter where the road takes them.
You definitely cut more like four.
As we approach 7 o'clock Augusta time, we'll wrap up this first round of the Masters. 7 shots of the day. Maverick McNeely the third.
Oh,
Second. Andy Northwood said first. Still around here, don't you, Curtis?
Well, you do. Too. Look for it. The wife looks for it.
Keegan Bradley. On the Wednesday with his son, Logan Cooper alongside with him. Beautiful little tip. Phil Mickelson. Multiple Masters champion, some magic on 14. Awards of the Patriots rattling around the lines. Ace third to 3.
That was not easy.
I wonder what causes him stress. He appears to be nothing, at least nothing in golf.
Alright, we're gonna make 20 the last one.
The reigning champion, Scotty Dow's long distance on
3 chances. 3 chances, that's fine.
his round will continue with more, as we will show you in a moment. Xander Schauffele bombs away on 12. That's about as long as
I agree. At this point, he leads it too. So it comes to close.
This is the birdie. Shane Lowry behind 4. That's such
Say
a
what?
so fast. Such a big birdie.
I think it's card pass. No, never mind. I think maybe that card pass behind you.
15. We we saw the challenges of getting this to stop on 15. It stops here because it hits the stick dead center. That's an idiot.
That was going too hard as well.
Yeah, center cut of the stick, and that was was great. The birdie for JR. Justin Rose here on 16, moved him to 8 under par, and suddenly scoring records in play.
And you know he's doing well because it was right in the middle of the perfect speed.
So you can see he was going over when he stepped to the tee on 16, and he was intent on erasing that in a hurry. That's tracking.
What helped after making bogey in the par 5 previous.
That's a shot of the day on 16. That led to an easy birdie. How about the day of 65-year-old Fred Cummins? Use the orange ball of the par 3 contest.
Oh, not that way.
And Freddie, the beauty of Freddie, that guy was yellow. Freddie stopped and talked to him. He's ready to go play this round. He starts with the birdie, covers the high water mark of 6 wood on 14.
Get out. Well, it's a tough location even with a wedge or not, and Freddie back over some kind of
Scooper, 6 wood. Johnson.
You know, this round today might add a couple more years playing around here.
Heck yeah, he made the cut 9 times since he turned 50 at 65. Only Tom Watson has a self-par round. At a younger age, he was just about a month younger than Freddie. You have to smooch for the scooper there. You know every day is going to bring some joy and some awards, and this Thursday was no different. Justin Rose sets the pace. It's the final grouping on the golf course. Works its way up to 18. That's the young. It's a high line. Not going to get that putt. Go around 72. Winner 4 years ago. Beg your pardon, that's in the last group of the golf course. We have some action on 17.
Yeah, just the last 2 groups, Scott, as we watch John Rahm's second from 158. Going high with a touch of fade. Drew that up perfect for Curtis.
Yeah, he did. That's the softest I've seen any ball land here in the last couple of hours.
He's racing.
No worries for the approach. A touch of cut. Too much.
From where they're hitting from, you can barely see the top of the flagstick. You can't get a good judge on how far it is, judge it well.
Duchambeau will have that around 68. Shane Lowry, even on his run.
Easy to do.
He's
Not as
one of
hard
those
as hard.
tremendous approach. And 3. Shane Lowry hit the bird.
Yeah, he's really played a consistent year. Every time he tees it up.
Back to 17.
Can he have a little Akshay Patia finish, perhaps, with a couple of birdies?
Oh.
So close, John has not come today. 3 over. Let's throw it down to Michael Eaves.
All right, thank you very much. Here with Lou Vic Obert, one of 4 players to shoot 68 or better in this opening round. You know, coming in here, your season had a little bit of everything. You had a win, but you had 2 missed cuts before you came here. How did it all come together today to shoot the score you did?
Yeah, it was a nice round of golf. I was talking to my caddy Joe, walking up 18, and it was a nice round of golf where we had some numbers sort of in between, and we felt like we managed it in a really nice way. And, it's a cool place to go play golf at. It sort of demands that discipline, and I was proud of the way I did today, and managed to finish up nice.
Your Masters debut was last year, first time you ever played in the major, and all you did was finish second. You're now 11 under par through your first 5 rounds here at Augusta. That's the best ever by any player through the first 5 rounds. What is it about this golf course that just makes you feel so at ease?
Yeah, I think, I'm not sure. I really like.
That's a good answer.
I really like being here. I really enjoy the golf course, and it's a different type of test that I really enjoy playing. It demands a lot of patience, which I think is Colorado says. So yeah, it's a really cool place. Probably gonna bite you in the butt at some point in your career. So far,
Here we go.
I'm looking forward to a nice couple
Yeah, we got it.
Great solid once again. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Very much. Let's sit back out to 18.
Of course, ever bite you in the butt. This one.
I don't have any butt left. Sorry.
Hey, that's it. Well done. Well done. That's
You know, I can't think that Oberg, he finished second last year, and during the last year, he's learned so much more about his game, about the way he plays, the tour, the travel, everything about it. So think about how much more prepared he is this year.
He's, again, as advertised, there's so much expected of him, given the brilliance of his collegiate career. But there can be a learning curve. It's difficult. You all are the best in the world out here, and he just hasn't missed a step since his coming. DeChambeau here eyeballing what is in this putt, which stands between him and an okay round here.
I think there's some, it's just, you have to understand that there's certain places around this golf course you just cannot hit it. And if you can avoid those errors, you can tiptoe around, certain tee shots. Of course, you have 11, 13, 15 water penalty areas. But other than that, you just have to play smart golf. And of course, always make a few putts.
That's the recipe to each and everything. So,
very, very fast from his right.
He's looking for a bit more break. It didn't happen. 65 years old for Bryson to open in the mix throughout. Around that for an opening 69 this year. Back to 17.
And Seth Thigala. Fine tee shot, ladies second, just one over. To Lake Ram going with the big high fade. A couple of good shots in there. Hardly any breeze right now. Perfect. Great afternoon for golf. Doesn't get any better than that. Augusta. Perfect time of the day, Curtis, as we head up to your hole at 18.
Absolutely. No shadows out there.
No breeze at all.
No breeze at all. Cooling down just a bit.
That feels
Oh my God! How does it not get in? That's two of them.
Some minus next to it. Played a lot of quality shots after dropping one on 17, gets it right back at 18, so it's an opening round of 70.
They're literally like, that was like in the hole.
Open champion for ourselves. That was a well-received victory. As was the victory of Matsuyama here.
Firm straight up the hill. Maybe right center.
No, not too much. Sit down. Alright, butter it.
Unjust. Speaking of unjust, it would appear to be a perfect third on 14, which hit this thing on 13, and go back into trip to Prince Creek.
I'll take yours.
Imagine, or only to get this ball.
I mean, 36, I think we can probably get this in a circle. Yeah.
The reigning U.S. Open champions, Bryson DeChambeau. Busy, hard, but it adds up to a title 69. He is. So head out early Friday to 17.
Okay, big Sepp Strucker from Austria. Runner-up at the Open Championship to Brian Harmon back in 2023.
There we go.
A little lag effort there. Players that win here, Curtis, they're good lag putters.
I think they're putters that don't slap and hit the ball in. They they smoothly accelerate through the ball.
A surprise bad round for Sevens, as well as he's been playing. Plays well in the majors, as I mentioned, the second at Royal Liverpool, 7th at the PGA at Oak Hill, 23 as well. And in really good form. 14th in the world rankings.
A lot of he'd be there. Yeah, a lot of folks fancied his chances this week, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so too. Strong hitter, hits it high, but solid, lots of fairways. Yeah, Sam Burns. Tied 9th. That's number 2. Also, Bryson DeChambeau won from Rory McIlroy last year. Not a very star player of his standard this season. Good young player. Nice bold putt up the hill. Back to 1 over. Boy, look at that. 3 double bogeys on par 4s for Sam Burns today. That's unusual. Played the other holes well to get back to 1 over par. Yeah, what do you think, Curtis? The strongest qualities needed around here. Obviously, strong iron play, being able to hit it on your number. Long hitting, of course. What else?
Well, I think the longer you hit it off the tee, the shorter the iron, obviously, but the shorter the iron, the higher it's going to come in and land softly. When these greens firm out the next 3 days, that's going to be such an advantage. It doesn't mean a medium type hitter can't do well here, but he has to be spot on. He has to be exact, play better than the big hitter.
Yeah, finishing off strong. Back to even par. Nice birdie 3 there after the double at 16. Played in the President's Cup for the USA team last year. I like his style. Goes for everything. Owns his own swing. Just as this guy.
You mentioned popularity, Ian, and it's important. Back would show you all that appreciation. Nice to go out on his way down the side for the opening 69. It has been a fight for Rob throughout this game. See if we can knock one close. Missed the spot by about a foot, I would guess.
That's the type of day it's been.
Just that. So as we're just a bit past 7 o'clock, just on the final, the trio makes its way to the 18th tee. Sam Burns, his 4th Masters. Smiling in the memory of son Bear, who has beaten into one of the ponds on the par 3 course of the Caddy Whites. He's a youngster, not a teenager or what have you.
He was
enjoying the day.
in part of the beach. Sand was there, water was there. It was perfect.
Let's go. Yeah. Burns off the birdie. Hammers one down the middle. Says to the Masters. One cut here. Powerful play.
Beautifully placed right there. Remember, these players will go off first thing in the morning. We're talking about a little bit of rain. It doesn't look like a whole lot, maybe very, very early in the AM, but conditions look like they're going to be okay, and they'll be softer. Probably a little wind. It's going to be a chance to take advantage of this golf course.
Tagala, his 3rd Masters. Very first year he was here, he shot 67 on Sunday to vault himself into the top 10 and believe he's supposed to be here. This is the kind of player he is, a guy that can battle in majors. He'll have to work hard here as the tee shot finds the ball.
Oh, my goodness. How far out did you put it?
That wasn't very good. a simple swing.
He got a decent kick, so we'll have to get creative from there. Have played a sport. He loves bulldog football.
As he should.
The hands on display. That's pretty well done. Let's send it down to Michael Eaves. Michael?
Yes, Scott, here with Bryson DeChambeau, 3 under 69. It looks like the shapes were fighting for real estate on your scorecard. 7 birdies, 4 bogeys. How do you manage that, Bryson, when you have those swings, but you're still trying to get a good score into the house?
Yeah, I mean, patience, like I've said from day one. That's kind of what kept me afloat today, and felt like I was striking it pretty well, just not to my best. So I'm going to go work on that here shortly and get that kinked out and figure out what I can do.
You can become the 5th player to ever win the Masters as the reigning U.S. Open champion, and you played so well in the majors last year. How can you tap into those good feelings from a year ago for the next 3 rounds you get to play here?
If I can just get my golf swing dialed in, that's certainly where I feel like I'll be most comfortable this year. And I know I can get the job done if I've got the golf swing that I had at the U.S. Open. So.
Well, no one's hit more practice balls here in the preparation for the Masters. He'll be out of the practice area for a while, I think, here tonight, Scott.
Understood. Got to work on your craft. Dialed in in every respect. Knows every yardage. We all know that he works so hard at it. And all sorts of talent to pull this one off.
I'll just say, just don't forget, he has a wonderful short game. The up and down the last tournament, Pinehurst last year, the U.S. Open was phenomenal.
That's true all the time. Given his length, knock it down to the right. That's why I'm surprised that we saw Rory as well. Makes it pretty easy up and in for a birdie. He did. 6. Beautiful par 3.
This is one of the flags to the worries. Just take that and keep it a little bit more ahead. Get your yardage right.
See on that, and it's so difficult to get the exact right part of that green here on 13. Really good birdie putt.
You know, he's making up birdies tomorrow if he eliminates mistakes and go low.
It was a 9-iron here on 16. How close to the Sunday location was this? I don't remember being down here on Thursday.
I don't either, and I think it's probably a couple of steps beyond where it should be on Sunday. People choose to put it have gone back right 4 times over the years.
Okay, well, that led to yet another 30. In the end, it is a 3-under par. 69.
Yeah, you got the angle, I think.
Well, to the right of the slide. Gravity take over.
See how far it comes back. It hasn't come all the way back.
Oh, that's exceptional.
There. Going right up.
So you see the major champions from a season ago. Scotty, the reigning champion here, he's right there. 3 off the lead. Xander, who of course won at Valhalla, and then the Open Championship as well. He is 3 over par, 2 over par. And then also, Bryson DeChambeau, 3 over par 69. All right, let's see when we get up and down. This is his 2nd Masters appearance, and not what he was looking for, but that was really
Yeah, he's going to have to go back and, just dissect what happened today. Nerves, anxiousness, missed shots, could have been anything. He'll be certainly more comfortable on the golf course tomorrow, I would think. Tommy Fleetwood.
There's that one in. Fleetwood with a round of 73. Let's see if Rob can make this.
We've seen this time and time again today. They have missed to the right.
Curtis is a guy who I think your passion someone called passion fueled you. How hard is it to harness it when it's been as challenging a day as Rob's dealt with?
This is part of the game. You have enough of these days. You have to learn from them. You have to realize that, this is an anomaly. Let's go get better tomorrow.
That's a really good opportunity.
And that helps. It really does help.
Completely change the mood for the rest of the evening.
Somewhat. Somewhat.
Can alter the mood.
Yes, sure can.
75 for Rom. Opportunity to go out Friday and try to go low, put himself in position to have a good weekend. But after the difficulty, not just here, but in all the majors a year ago, that was not at all what expected to see from this brilliant player. So that's a couple of major champions, Lyndon and John, and Tommy Fleetwood, who's played so much excellent golf here. All three walk off 18 over par for the day. Nothing up.
It looks like the lip should not be an issue. It's far enough back. Still have to hit it perfectly.
Scheffler had this shot earlier today, and I want to say Dottie's like 8 iron just to get it up in the air and stop it. Short game will be tested. That's long and left.
You really have to pull on your imagination when you play around here, and we'll watch what he has to do there. It'll be a tough one.
Now Burns from 143. Right at it. Patrons giving it warm applause, but given how many excellent approaches we've seen, Curtis, in this last hour, you've got to hit it inside of about 10 feet to really get him to roar. Straka, who had to get himself out of trouble and get back in position after that wayward tee shot, places third, I should say.
I think this man has the best backswing in the game. So simple, doesn't overdo.
He'll have that to save par. The 2025 Masters Tournament is brought to you by Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? IBM, let's create. Mercedes-Benz, drive with precision on and off the course. And AT&T, who believes connecting changes everything. Tonight and Friday evening, just past 11:30 East Coast time, CBS with all the highlights, and that show might take a while. Highlights to squeeze in, and we look forward to joining you from right here in our position in the Butler cabin at 3 Eastern time with second round coverage, coverage out in the morning on ESPN Plus, and then more coverage than ever before on the weekend from CBS and Paramount Plus beginning at 12 Eastern time. Curtis, one last time, let's roll through these highlights, which include the reigning and two-time champion Scotty Scheffler.
Sit right there.
I never watched this guy play.
Very nice.
So precise, so consistent, so solid.
Rolled in a long one there.
That had to be 1250.
Again, here on 16. Not a bogey in the car.
Well, that's incredible golf, because I don't care how well you hit it around here, you're going to get in trouble once in a while.
He shoots 4 under par 68. Roy
Alright, make it equal.
the exact day that he would need to propel him towards potentially the green jacket. That's his second on 8. He had a long way to the tee, smoked his drive. That's the second that sets up there.
And it was. Time in the
Exactly what you would hope in this beautiful approach on 9.
well judged up the hill. Not only just took the spin off, left it straight up the hill.
Rolls in the birdie there, and this is where it all goes wrong. After a great drive, the second hole is 2.
Well, I think looks like he might have been dependent on the first bounce and spin. I don't think you can do that around here. I think you have to be.
God.
That is such a difficult shot. You have to play so conservatively. And he didn't do it, just like Glenn Kennedy alluded to.
Already shifts his ball across the green and into the wall. That's brutal.
When he hit his second and
I'm gonna play here, dude.
then on 17,
That's fun.
he drops a pair as well. So he doubles on 2 out of 3 holes, and he ends up finishing at even par. The pace setter for the third time, the leader after 18 holes at the Masters. It's Justin Rose here on 9. His approach spectacular.
He had it all day. As you heard him say when you were earlier, he felt in control all day long.
44 years old, his 20th Masters, and he's used the term about where he believes in his career, but he's looking for an Indian summer. As I said to him, no, it's springtime, and Rose is on the leaderboard.
Physically, 44 years old, he works out like a fiend. It is not an issue. We talk about it, it's all, but it's not. It's mentally, can he stay in the game this entire week?
We saw the birdie on 10. There's another birdie on 16. He got to 8 under, dropped the shot on 18. Is a 65 for Rose. He's 3 clear of his closest pursuer. Here's the guy trying to call on that imagination. See if he can get it just right.
Right.
So far, so good.
Oh, what a golf shot.
That's world class.
What a golf
So
shot.
many players
That was
play
nasty.
these type of games often just don't even see that shot.
Don't miss a single moment from Augusta.
Soft line, left of the green, and a flop shot out way left.
Catch up on the latest scores for your track your favorite plays. And the Emmy Award-winning Every Shot, Every Hole feature. Watch live streams tomorrow or create your own featured group. This is unsolicited. I'm just saying that app is the best app there is. If every app was as good as that app, we wouldn't appreciate how good that app is. That's how good it is. Let's see if Sam Burns' putt can be as good as the Masters app.
All right, get the level par.
It has to go in. It did not. It did not. Disappointment for Sam after nice approach, given the opportunity to get to even. Struck and Thagala working hard to try and make their pars to finish up Thursday's first round here in the 2025 Masters, the 89th play of this great tournament. What a time of day this is.
What a shot that is. It's just a beautiful place. Sun coming through the pines.
Let's see if Sepp can roll this one in. It has been a difficult day. But he prevents another shot drop. See a triple on 11 after a double at 9. Well, at the most difficult hole out here, what's going to happen? Not the Gala, who just made birdie in 17 to finish with a round of 72.
Very nice.
In his third Masters, made the cut in the first 2. He said top 10 of his very first.
I think yours.
He's 7
You got a better angle.
but fights back to even.
Still a lot of golf to be played. A lot of
Burns with the last
Oh,
stroke of this first round.
Oh, he left it. It's not really right.
The handshakes all around.
I definitely thought it was
And this first round, this beautiful day here at Augusta National has come to an end. Curtis, JR at 7 under. He's been close. He sleeps thinking what tonight?
Well, I think he's comfortable. Tomorrow is not a lot of pressure. I think, if he plays well tomorrow, the pressure amps up a little bit Saturday afternoon. We'll see how he reacts, but he knows who's following. Scotty Scheffler.
Opportunity. For Curtis Strange and Mike Leaves, all of our colleagues from CBS, I am Scott Van Pelt. Sports Center's coming up next. Highlights from the day and about for presentation of the first round from Augusta at 8 Eastern Time on ESPN. Get on your CBS station, 11:35 Eastern. Highlights of day one today. Tomorrow's second round coverage begins 3 Eastern on ESPN. Been such a treat to be with you. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow and all weekend long. So long from the Augusta National Golf Club.
Last year's green jacket buys you nothing once this year's tournament begins.
Scotty Scheffler, same story, different year.
Can't win the tournament today. Ooh, sure can lose it. Need that a little later on. Hang on, fellas.
Well, something left to be desired there.
It just takes 4 good days to change your life. Brilliant day.
Yeah, we should have that pretty good here. 29. That's what, 1 foot, pretty much, 2 feet, maybe.
Welcome into Sports Center. Kevin Nagandi with you.
What you guys
details on
done
two
there?
visits for Shador Sanders and Abdul Carter. Plus the biggest takeaway from Luka's emotional return to Dallas last night. But first, let's send it back to Augusta, where Matt Barry anchors our coverage. Matt.
Gotcha. Yeah, I
Thank you so much.
Riders
for
still
being here. First round of the Masters, 89th playing. The weather was absolutely gorgeous. Stars were out, so were the patrons. And we have a fantastic leaderboard because we'll get to the highlights in just a moment. We're walking out, just getting set for this first day. Bryson DeChambeau, what's new? He's out on the practice range.